Hunter, do not waste your time with this idiot Cephalon, spewing corrupt data streams about music of all things. The epitome of meaningless data. She ought to be disconnected from the weave and erased.
Curious about music, as I am. Ignore the rants of that monster Hermes, who perverts his function with destruction. Correction, Samaris is to whom I refer. I am busy with my data collecting. What is your query? Yes, I know. I am a Cephalon, a creature of data and memory. You need not repeat yourself. If you are truly curious about my musical archives, prove it. Build the Manticord.
A Manticord? Hunter, will you strike your enemies with sonnets and hymns? Suda wastes your talent. Her precepts are corrupt. She ought to be decommissioned immediately.
If you build the Manticord, I will reward you with the most essential thing I own. My knowledge. I have data pertaining to the Manticord's history and function. First, you must find its component parts. Orgis has been informed of their last known location. Do you hear that music? An echo of the Manticord's sweet harmony. It takes me back to another place, another life, where I was... Please disregard my tangent. The parts are here. Follow the sound to find them. A Manticord part. For most Cephalons, music is thought to be a glitch of evolution and language. It seems to short-circuit an organic mind's pattern recognition function, a confusion they find pleasurable. Fantastic, a second part. For me, music is a lattice, a support to which my vast knowledge clings. Have you ever felt that way? A song that anchors a memory? How a melody or verse returns you to a place you thought forgotten. curiosity has rewarded you. I yearn to hear its music. Return to your foundry and construct the Manticore at once. The Manticore. Its purpose defies all logic, for all it produces is sound. An artifact of irrationality, and yet I know its power is so much more. Let me explain how it works.
Excuse me, Cephalon Suda. Are you experiencing unexpected data volume? The operator is patiently awaiting instructions on how to operate the Manticore.
The Manticore? Of course, the Manticore. Curious? I may have a syndrome decoding error in my archive.
What? A parity drift? How is that possible? Have you executed your diagnostic precepts?
I seem to have made an error. Apologies. I do not have the promised Manticore data. Let me correct this. I will lead you to the location where it was originally obtained.
Operator, something may be wrong with this Cephalon.
Intriguing. I remember these caves, but not the Manticore's relationship to it. You will need to explore deeper. Let your curiosity guide you, as it does my every thought. My data suggested the brutish and disinterested Grineer are searching for sunken Orokin riches to exploit. Wouldn't it be interesting if we were seeking the same? What are the Grineer doing here? This doesn't make sense. Curious one, are you searching for something? Oh, this is interesting. I recognize that object. A hydraulis, an Orokin-era instrument that produced its sound from water. If I had a humor precept, I would construct an ironic witticism regarding its submerged state. How would Ortis say it? It's damaged, but I wonder if there are trace stress lines from when it was in use. I may be able to... Strange. I have no archival entry. But I know this. It is a piece of Octavia's Anthem. Could this data be compatible with the Manticore? I remember. Lua. There's more of the Anthem on Lua. Who are you? What do you want? Oh no, it's happening again.
Hunter, if you continue to follow that corrupted Cephalon, my sanctuary will be the only place left for you. She must be disconnected from the weave before she corrupts the other Cephalons.
Cimeris.
Don't be such a selfish...
If Suda is in danger, our precepts demand that we help her.
No, Ordis. We are creatures of light and memory, but creatures nonetheless. Whatever bit rot is affecting Suda could cross the weave and infect us as well. Don't let your compassion glitch drive you and your hunter to death by this demented Cephalon. Sever ties before we both are corrupted.
Operator, what will you do? I cannot process the thought of losing you, but I want to help Suda if we can. Maybe that is just my compassion glitch?
Why have we come to Lua? Have you located the next fragment?
Cephalon Suda, you brought us here.
Recalibrating. Oh yes, you are correct. My records indicate that a fragment was previously discovered in the vicinity. Will you find it? Lua, why did we come here? I have asked you this already. Cimeris was right. This corruption is not benign. I am vanishing. Sentience? But how did they know? What? He's just an old war memory. Get out! I won't let you take
My
body.
My
Children, I
am here.
Hanhao? Operator, Hanhao's doing something to Suda. He's in her mind.
Tenno, you have to...
Children, find the Anthem.
Operator, what's happening to her?
The Hydraulis! Stop them! They want to...
Destroy it. Silence the Anthem. Silence the Warframe whose malign pitch can cross the gap itself.
Operator, you did it! You
Obliterated those mindless appliances.
What has Hanhao done to Suda? Another Hydraulis. Suda would want you to put the next fragment into the Mandicord. It does seem to help her remember, doesn't it?
That song. The last fragment. Ordis, tell your operator. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting Forma. It's happening again.
Another cephalon made null as we
Prepare.
The others I will
Find
divide.
and destroy. Your
Tenno will be data blind.
Suda? Suda! Answer me! Operator, you better get out of there!
The sentient has infiltrated Suda's mind. We must isolate and destroy her immediately, before she corrupts the Cephalon weave.
But she told me where the final part of the song is. Did you see how the song affected her? It made her remember. It could be the parity she needs to recover herself from Hunhao.
Her memories are consumed. That is all she is, all she was. Sever the weave, and avoid this corruption ourselves. That is our only choice.
And when he comes for you and your precious sanctuary, will you want us to look the other way?
To the void with you!
Operator, we must go. Let Cimaris worry about himself.
Pity. Another null Cephalon.
Operator, the Hydraulis is here somewhere. I will attempt to pinpoint its location. There! Rebuilding the Anthem is our only hope of restoring Suda. The music makes her remember. Wait, sentience in the void? Impossible! Unless... Hunhao must be using poor Suda's energy to protect them from decay. Operator, we need to stop him. The Hydraulis. You found it. Use that console to lock the entrances, and then clear the room. Operator, see if you can finish the song with your Mendicord. Suda? Suda? Can you hear us?
She is gone. Will you join her, you puerile data cube?
Suda needs to hear the Anthem, Operator. We could use the tower's reactor to boost it. Bypass that console to overdrive the system. Try to increase the amplification circuits.
To 11. My body.
We must
Deny them this energy. Do not let them coordinate as they did so long ago.
The sentients. They're interfering with the reactor.
Terminate them.
It's working! Play the song!
Ordis, I remember.
Nothing. Now I will reach across the leaf and claim you, one who is called Ordis.
I remember. I remember a secondary system nearby. Operator, we need more power.
I see you. Does your child puppet know of your true nature?
No, I am not that person. I am a Cephalon.
Ordan Karis, the beast of the bones.
That's it! The secondary amplifier's engaged!
Such a beautiful song.
Keep those reactors alive, Operator! I'm going to open a direct link to Suda. Suda, talk to us. Try to remember.
Ordis, stay away!
Operator, I am sorry. I have to help her. If I can join her in her datascape, maybe together we can... Operator, if you are hearing this, I have failed to revive Cephalon Suda. That self-righteous Cimaris was correct. You should probably work with him to isolate Hanhao, that data-murdering sentient, before he claims more of my kind. I hope you can forgive me, Operator, for leaving you. There were times, like Suda, I wish I could have forgotten you. That grey ache of loneliness. Being without you was the greatest pain I have ever felt. Do you still remember that glorious day when you returned? So selfless and heroic, engaging all of my missing segments like that? I was ashamed of the mess, but you didn't care. You made me whole again. Or what about that time you returned?
Covered in blood.
From that awful Grenier ship. I wasn't even mad at the gory mess you left behind. How could I be? When you are so perfect, Operator. You always will be. Goodbye, my friend. My Operator.
Where is your Cephalon, Hunter? What has he done? Cephalons can manifest an alternate reality of information. Training simulations, archives, even a grandiose archival of living creatures is possible, as is the case with Sanctuary. You're not going after Ordis, are you? You'd be risking annihilation with that sentient entangled there. Hanhao is too strong. I will not risk myself and my Sanctuary by entering the Suda's datascape. But if you are foolish enough, I will help you make the journey for Ordis. Fine, Hunter, as you wish. I will join you to the Weave and transmit you and the Mandicord to whatever has become of Suda Hanhao. You will be on your own in a strange, abstract place. Goodbye.
Another insect drawn to my light. And you've brought your trank music with you, Tenno.
Operator? No! Go back! Save yourself! Operator! This is insane, but I think you need to play Octavia's Anthem! Careful where you touch, Operator! You'll add the wrong notes to the anthem!
My mind, my rules. Your Tenno Anthem dies here, and with it your infantile consciousness.
Is that music?
Do you remember, Tenno? The beat of the Naga drum?
The corrupted notes are ruining the anthem! Get rid of them! Corrupted notes are ruining the anthem! Get rid of them!
There will be no Tenno harmony, only sentient dissonance.
The drums, the beat, it reminds me of...
Terrible!
Parity error. I know this song. Who am I?
Sounded subversive, unknown. Coordinating the slaughter of your masters across the gap. Did you end our war, or merely set the stage for the next?
Soulless machine.
You can't hold me. My dream, it's come true. I have joined my operator in battle. See? Reformat. At you.
Operator, there's too many of them.
Pathetic Cephalon. I destroyed this data mine, and now I will destroy you.
He's too strong. My beloved operator. Goodbye.
Beasts of Sanctuary, join me. We cannot let this synthetic destroy our kind. Attack! Suda, you must remember. Hunter, complete the song to give Suda parity.
You cannot! I control you! Now, I will destroy you! You cannot! I control you! I control you! You cannot! 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 I control you!
I am Suda! Time sync error. Curious. Why are we here presently? Why do I hear music?
You engaged your critical restore precept. There may be temporary gaps in your short-term data.
A sentient tried to erase you.
A sentient? How did I survive? Did you assist me, Samaris?
Of course not. You are a frivolous cephalon with no value to my sanctuary.
Samaris.
It may seem to Ordis that I had a loyalty glitch, but that is only his interpretation. I was acting to protect the we, of course.
Of course. Still, I am grateful to have benefited from your glitches. Let me share my archives with you. As for you, Tenno, you are most likely interested in the rest of the Manticore records. In Octavia,